Okay, before we start reviewing for the quiz, or reading through section 8, I wanted to talk about what's going to be on Monday's test. Okay, so that everybody feels like they understand. First of all, and I'm recording this and I'll post it later. First of all, we are going to have, it's over sections, which ones, guys? 1 through 4. Okay. Number 2, it's in context vocab, which means I will, for example, put section 1 in Canvas, and it will have certain words highlighted. And you will have to give the English definition of the word. So it'll be like a numbered list. Make sure that you have Lockdown Browser on your device. I don't want to have to wait for people who've forgotten how to be Latin students to have it. Jacqueline, have Lockdown Browser on your device before I see you. Okay, just wanted to make sure you all knew that. Most of you are used to that, but if you've forgotten, get Lockdown Browser and have it ready before we go. Okay, so that will be a Canvas portion where you're not allowed to have any resources. So what's the best way to prepare for the vocabulary portion of the test?
Translate.
I've already gone through and started like circling.
Kat?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when you go through and try and read without the vocab, circle ones you don't know, so you can go back and review.
And okay, so what we're doing is you don't know which section you're going to get, and there will be probably like 5 words from each. So when you pull it up, one person might have passage 1, one person might have passage 2. So
there's 5 in context vocab words.
I have to look. I want to do 10, but I have to double check that it's not, that the passages are long enough. It'll be 5 to 10 words. I'll even put that here. 5 to 10 words. And all you have to do is give the definition. If you give an in-context definition, it's okay, but as long as you give, I mean, you don't have to say like accusative or anything like that. You just have to tell me the definition. It will be some point. I don't know how it's working out. Okay, number 3, you will be required to scan some lines. Probably 2 lines of scansion. I promise that it will be easy. I won't have any weird consonant blends. There probably won't be any elision. I will look for easy lines of scansion since this is the first time you guys have done it. Okay, and that will be a fill in the blank thing in Canvas where you put D, S, there'll be 4 blanks. And you just put like, actually I'll probably have a multiple choice or pop up where it says dactyl, spondy, and you just pick from the list there. Okay, everybody okay with that? And then number 4, I will have roughly 5 grammar questions. Again, you don't know which passage it will be on. It might not be the same one as your vocab. The grammar and the scansion will probably be a different Canvas quiz so that you can do your vocab and be done with it. And then you can say, Mrs. Hahn, I'm done with my vocab. Now I'm allowed to have my notes for the grammar and scansion portion. Because you're not allowed to have your paper notes, obviously, for vocabulary, but you can have your paper notes for the scansion and grammar part. Carolyn?
Are we doing this in the library, or is it just going to be?
You're using your iPads.
What if we have reading on our notes? Do you mind?
I'll probably have to look at it. I mean, as long as you don't have like a written out translation.
Okay.
But since you can't have it for the vocab portion anyways, it doesn't matter.
But like labeling some like subjunctives and stuff.
So what about this?
Oh my god.
Okay, I think I'll just say you're going to have a clean copy of the text available, and that will take care of the problem. Everybody will come in. I'll have a clean copy of the text because that'll be so much fun for me to print again. Guys, if I don't print for 3/4 and then I print every day for a quarter, it evens out, right? Okay, and it's only the first 4 sections. And then the last portion will be translation, a couple lines of translating. And I'll probably give you choices.
So how many of those? 2.
Like the box format you did for the last one.
The box form.
Where you like
Well, you
highlight
gave us like
the
2 passages from, or 2 like different sections.
Yeah, I'll give you choices.
Very confusing.
Yeah, I like that.
Because that's only fair. Okay, so I feel like you guys are really ready for this, especially if you've been reviewing. Okay, any other questions on that?
How many points do you think it would be?
I don't know. well, let's see. Let's do some math here. If you make your vocab, I don't know. Let's say I come up with 10 points in vocab. Okay. The scansion is another 8 points, right? Because there's 2 lines, 4, so that's 18. Grammar questions, 5 is 23. And then the translation portion, so it should be roughly 30-ish points, Zach.
All right.
Do you
How
approve?
many did you say what the translating was?
I haven't gotten to the actual part of it, but yeah, it'll be around 30 points. But you should be fine.
I guess it's scanning.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video for this part now. Guys, we are now recording, and we are starting at number 10 because we tried the rest of it in Shobi yesterday. All right, and Ariel, you're sitting next to me. Oh, Danny wants it? Okay, Danny. Don't.
Woo, go Danny.
Okay, Danny's going to say something, and then I'm going to repeat it into the audio. Hold on, Danny. I'll even read it out loud dramatically for you in Latin.
Sorry.
Serius aggressus vestigia vidit in alto pulvere certa, verae totoque expaluit ore Pyramus. That is exactly right. Pyramus, having arrived late, saw sure or certain, like definite footprints, right, in the deep sand, and got pale in his entire face. Oh, that would be so much fun to draw. Okay, next victim, 11. We'll start with Zach.
11. Let's see.
Oh, wait, did we already do those? So you can start with 17.
Pass.
Zach passes. Carolyn?
When certainly he discovered the blood. Oh wait, the garment having been moistened with blood.
Okay. So, Carolyn, that's a garment having been moistened with blood. I really like that you remembered that the passive participle tinctum needs an ablative to go with it. Sounds like a Latin 4 student. Okay, we are on number 22.
Yes. Okay.
Mary, louder.
One night destroys the 2 lovers, he said.
Mary, did you do that on purpose?
Can't do one over. Yes, I did.
Does anybody want to help Mary?
That sounded great.
One night will destroy the 2 lovers.
One night will destroy the 2 lovers because perdet has an et, which makes it future tense, right? 3rd and 4th conjugation. Oh my gosh, that's so Latin too.
I love this foreshadowing.
Okay, let's see. We are on number 27. Actually, I want to build from 23 because there was a little bit of confusion about the case of the word vita. Liz, do 23. Illa fuit. Loudly, Liz.
Is it just she was?
That was very loud. She was. Okay, next, Jenna.
Illa fuit digissima. She was worthy.
Okay, Jenna, dignissima.
She was very worthy.
She is superlative. She was very worthy. Okay, 25. Illa fuit dignissima vita. And dignus is an adjective that can take an ablative. You can be worthy of an ablative in Latin. Ariel.
Okay. She was very worthy of life.
Yes, she was very worthy of life. Nice job, Ariel. Okay, Kara. You're on 26. Illa fuit longa dignissima vita.
She was very worthy of long life.
Yes, and notice Kara figured out right away that longa modifies vita. Guys, if you were going to take a grammar quiz on this line, and I said, what case is longa? Ablative, because it's talking about the life. Okay, 27. Equibus illa fuit longa dignissima vita. Go ahead, Patrick.
Is it from which she was very worthy of a long life?
Yes, and what they mean by the from which, equibus, it goes back to the duos. The duos amantes in 22. One night will destroy the 2 lovers, out of whom she was the most worthy of a long life. Right? Because that's how you say, like, one out of a group, you use the a quibus. So he's talking about the 2 of them, right? So one life will kill both of us, and out of the 2 of us, she was the most worthy of a long life. So dignissima is superlative, so we would say very worthy, but in the context of talking about 2 people, you would use the word most. Does that make sense now, Patrick? What case is quibus?
Ablative.
Ablative. Oh, looks like an easy grammar question. I wish I could put that on a quiz for you right now. Okay, 28. Anima.
Soul.
Oh, that was dramatic, Kat. Thank you. Soul. No canes, anima est. Danny.
Sorry.
Okay, Danny. Go for it.
Our soul is, sorry, that was the next one. The soul is guilty.
Yes, the soul is guilty. And, you know, he's using that to talk about a part of himself, but I think it's his way of saying I. Okay, Zach. Nostra no canes anima est.
Our soul is guilty.
Okay, so this is Pyramus, and he's using the royal we. He does not have a mouse in his pocket. Poets do it all the time. It's called the poetic plural. He really means mea, no canes anima est, but he uses nostra instead. Maybe it's for scansion, maybe it's just because poets like to do that, whatever. Okay, 31. Ego te per emi. Go ahead, Carolyn.
I killed you.
Oh. Ego te miseranda per emi. Mary.
I killed you pitifully. Oh.
Okay, miseranda is, it's like he's talking to Thisbe. So she's like somebody who should be pitied. Miserable, poor girl. That's probably how you would say it in English. So if he's using miseranda to talk to Thisbe, what's the case for the hey you, I'm talking to you? Vocative. So miseranda is vocative, modifying the understood missing / maybe dead girlfriend. Okay, 33, Liz.
Ego qui iusi.
Good.
I who ordered.
Yeah, now that you see there is a consonantal J, so it's UC, not EUC, which would matter if you were scanning this line, right? I killed you. I who ordered. 34, ego qui UC venires.
It's I who ordered. Is it just to come?
What's the subject of a verb that ends in S?
You to come?
Yes, I who ordered you to come. This is subjunctive because he's talking about a command that he gave to her. Sounds like an indirect statement without the ut. Normally, UC takes an accusative infinitive, but again, poets can do little things, strange things to their grammar. Okay, 35. Ego qui UC nocte venires. Ariel.
I who ordered you to come at night.
Great. 36. Ego in loca qui UC nocte venires. Kara.
I who ordered you to come to this place at night.
Good job. Okay, 37. Plena.
Full.
Plena metus.
Full of fear.
Yes, and you are full of a genitive in Latin. So that metus is definitely genitive. In loca plena metus, qui UC nocte venires. Danny.
I who ordered you to come this night to this place full of fear.
Yeah, he's feeling a little guilty. I guess it was his idea. I could see him now texting her. Come out, sneak out tonight, babe. By the tomb. Next to the fountain and the tall tree. She texts back, K. Right?
Very harsh response.
On my way. Right? Okay.
I was like automatically.
40. Wenny. Zach. Okay, the verb does mean come, but we're going to pause while you look at what person and tense it is. All right, so what did you decide?
I came.
I came. You do know Latin. That's awesome. Okay. Carolyn, hook weenie.
I came here.
That was good. Okay, my seniors are representing 42.
Don't mess it up.
Neck, hook weenie.
I did not come here.
Yeah.
Great.
Ego te miseranda per imi in loca plena matus qui usi nocte venires nec prior hook weenie.
I kill you
equitably, I order you to this place full of fear. To come to this place full of fear. Wait. You might want to stop.
Yeah, I'm going to pause so Liz can process. She'll be back in a sec.
What do each other look like?
Good question. We don't know. Well, they must have known because Ava tells us that they were beautiful. And, you know, next door neighbors, you might know what they look like. For example, my next door neighbor has this really nifty habit of mowing the lawn shirtless. So even though we don't have like a really close relationship, I know what he looks like down to his belly button. And that's just information I don't really want to know.
My neighbor gets his mail in his underwear, so.
Oh, really? What brand does he wear?
No, I don't look that closely.
So you see, you can know a lot about your neighbor from just seeing them in passing and talking through a wall.
My neighbors don't do that.
That's good. Maybe we should move to Hudson
He's
too.
moving though, so it's okay.
So's mine. All right, Liz, go for it.
Okay, I will kill you pitifully.
Time out.
Bye, Connor.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Connor.
Guys, Liz just said that Pyramus will kill Thisbe.
Wait, I'm so confused. You said it wasn't present.
You're right, it's not present.
It's afternoon.
Perfect.
Okay.
I killed you. He's feeling guilty because he shows up and there's her bloody clothing.
Okay. So I killed you pitifully in this place full of fear. I order you to come at night, but did not come first.
Okay, I'm going to do that one more time, all right?
Okay.
So you can hear it. I killed you. And Ms. Yolanda, he's talking to her even though she's not there. So it's not pitiably, it's not an adverb. I killed you, oh miserable girlfriend, poor girlfriend, right, wretched girl. And when we translate, we can't skip words like qui. What does qui mean?
Who?
I who ordered you to come into this place full of fear at night. And I did not, Nick Waney, I did not come here, hook, first, prior. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Go, Jenna. Oh, Leones!
Is it O-U lioness? Or O lioness?
But he doesn't know that it's a lioness because he didn't actually see it. So he's saying, oh, lions, plural, right? Leones. Notice the vocative looks just like the nominative plural in most instances. So we know he's talking to lions now because there's that big O there. Oh, lions. Okay. Oh, qui comque leones.
Oh, whatever lions.
Right. Oh, random lions out there. 46. Oh, qui comque habitatus leones.
Oh, whatever lions. Is it y'all live?
Yeah. Oh, you lions. Whatever lions you are who live here. Oh, you lions who live here.
Okay.
Oh, whatever lions you are who live here. Because he's talking about, like, lions who aren't there. That's very confusing, but he's having issues. Okay, 47. Oh, qui comque sub habitatus rupe leones.
Oh, whatever lions who live below the cliff.
Yes. Oh my gosh, look at how Ava does that. Generally, when you're writing, you don't take a random verb like habitatus and stick it in the middle of a prepositional phrase. Poets can do that. But in prose, you never see that sort of thing. That's just like really irritating. But again, I think he's doing that on purpose. He's showing that the lions live in this place beneath the rock, so he's framing it. Maybe we're giving him too much credit. Maybe he's doing it because he had to put it there. Okay, 48. Oh, qui quamque sub hoc habitatus rupe leones.
Oh, you lions who live under these rocks, or this rock.
Yeah, and it's probably like a mountain rock or something. I don't know if you remember in the video, I think they actually show like a little bit of rocks in the background. Dualita.
Rip apart.
Okay, and that is imperative, right? Oh, lions, you guys, you lions, rip apart something. Dualita corpus.
Rip apart the body.
Nostrum dualita corpus.
Rip apart our body.
Okay, and again, He's doing that again, isn't he? That poetic plural thing. Just rip me to shreds, guys. Et consumita.
And consume.
Okay.
Entrails.
Oh my god.
Okay. Et consumita whiskera. Liz, you get the best lines ever.
And consume entrails.
Okay. All right, so we consumed entrails 54 et scelerata consumita whiskera.
And defile and consume entrails.
Okay, scelerata is a participle. You notice it's not an imperative verb because that would be scelerate. So scelerata is talking about whiskera. And consume my entrails having been defiled, I don't know, with like lion germs or something. You see how that works, Jenna? Okay, 55. Et scelerata consumita whiskera morsu. Go, Ariel.
And consume the entrails having been defiled by a bite.
Yes. Oh, and then 56. Let's put it all together.
I gotta go back.
You
really
always get
quick.
the long
Wait a
one.
second.
Okay, while he goes back, I'm going to read it aloud. Nostrum divelita corpus et scelerata thero consumita whiskera morsu. O quicumque sub hac habitatus rupe leones. Do you want me to pause while you
Yeah,
process?
Pause for 1 second.
Da-da-da, here we go, Patrick.
Rip apart my body and consume my entrails with a fierce bite, having been defiled, O lions who live below the rocks.
Okay, and don't forget quicumque. Oh, whatever, random lions.
Oh.
Right? It's an indefinite pronoun. I don't care. Just gobble me up now. You know, he could totally tweet that.
Wait, how
Lions eat me now.
Yes, Kat.
Eat my
Kumquat.
entrails.
It's an indefinite. Whatever random
Okay,
lions.
like you could say, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but you just whatever you do, you have to make it sound indefinite, and you can't skip it. Like you can't pretend the word's not there.
Okay.
Okay. 57. Sed timidi est.
Oh. I'm gonna need a processing.
Oh, yeah, this whole genitive characteristic. I'm not going to make you process it on the spot. I'm going to help you with it because it's kind of weird. In English, we would say, like, well, I'm going to go to 58. Sed timidi est optare. The literal translation is, but it is of the timid to hope. So we would probably say, like, only a fearful guy hopes. So it's like describing, but that's almost like Augustine, St. Augustine does that. He says, "Canare est amanti." Canare est amantis, which means it is of the lover to sing. It means that somebody who loves God sings. So this is the same thing. Somebody who is afraid hopes. It is literally of a timid person to hope. So 57, but it is of a timid person. This is something a timid person does.
Okay.
Okay? So now I'm going to give you 59, Kat. Said, timidi est optare necem.
But it is of the fearful person to hope for death.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, now that we're done talking about Google Docs spammy things, we're going to try to look at the original at 105. Okay, do you guys want some time to process it?
Yeah.
Okay, I will pause. And then whose turn were we at?
Annie's.
You see? There. Danny?
You want me to read Latin first?
I will read the Latin first. Do you mind? Serius egressus vestigia vidit in alto, pulvera certa ferrae totoque expaluit ore Pyramus. Ooh, I see elision in line 106, but we'll talk about scanning later. Go, Danny.
Pyramus, having arrived late, saw certain footprints of the savage in the deep sand
and pale in his whole face.
Okay, Zach, you need to cover up that written translation, and you have up until Vita, and I will read it out loud while you're processing.
Another translation.
Wait, I'm going to read it in Latin. Ut vero vestem quoque sanguine tinctam reperet. Una duos inquit nox perdet amantes. Equibus illa fuit longa dignissima vita.
When certainly he saw the garment was covered in blood, he said, "One night will destroy the two lovers," and said that she was more deserving to live.
Zach, that was really nice. I'm just going to clean up this very last line. One night will destroy the two lovers. You got that just right. From whom illa, she was the most worthy for a long life. And guys, while you have your text in front of you, let's add a long mark to longa and vita.
Which part?
The A.
Yeah, because those are ablative. Now, I'm nice because I try to give you long marks. Some poetry editions, they don't have the long marks and you just know your words. But, you know, this is your first attempt at this.
Yeah.
Did you mean?
Is the O.
Is it the A?
Guys, it's ablative. Cat, even if longa is, we're not sure, the fact that there's an NG there would probably help us to make that decision if that O is long, right? Okay, so I'm going to pause this for just a second. Okay, Carolyn, you're going to process from nostra down to veni. Again, I will read it and then give you a couple minutes to process it. Nostra nocens anima est. Ooh, more elision. Ego te miseranda per emi. In loca plena metus, qui usi nocte venires, nec prior huc veni. I will pause and you tell me when you're ready. All right, Carolyn.
So my soul is guilty. I killed you, O miserable one. I who ordered you to come into this place full of fear by night, but I did not come here before you.
Nice job. Okay, Mary. Nostrum de velita corpus et scelerata ferro consumita viscera morsu. O qui comque sub hoc habitatus rupe leones. Oh, you got this.
Wait, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure, let me pause for you. Okay, wait. Mary was wondering if nostra was poetic plural, and she decided it was.
Rip apart my body and consume my entrails with a fierce bite, having been defiled. Oh, whatever lions who live under this cliff.
Okay. Sed timidi est aptare necem. Liz, you're up.
But it is of the fearful to hope for death.
Yay, good job, guys. Okay, I feel like we should do a little bit of scanning, especially because we have some lines that have elision. The one, nostra nocens anima est ego te miseranda per emi. Let's give that line a try. I'll pause it while you guys look at it. Just in case the audience wonders, I did mute the microphone while I scanned the line because I didn't want the live class to hear what I was doing. So I've already scanned it. We'll see what they say about it. Okay, who's got it?
Wait, I have all that.
Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, so the general consensus is that we have all dactyls. Nostra nocens animast ego te miseranda per emi. And this is a really good example of how the poet would use meter to emphasize what's going on in the poem. The fact that it's all dactyls is notable. And this elision and for anima est, notice you take off the second A in the word anima, it goes away and it's elided into the est. So what we have going on here is he's showing that Pyramus is making a really rash decision. You know, he immediately jumps to the conclusion, I did this. I killed you. He's assuming she's dead. He says it's all my fault, and he does it all in dactyls to show that he's like thinking quickly, maybe not thinking well at all. The poet does that on purpose. You'll often see a line with lots of spondees to show something really significant or heavy, but I think that this is on purpose. Okay, so hold on just a second. We're going to try to do the next line as well because we're having so much fun here. Once again, I'm going to scan and mute the microphone while I do the next line. Okay, so one question that did come up was about this PL. Does that count as a double consonant? It is not. It is one of those exceptions because P and L always go together, or they sound like one sound. So it's one of those not double consonants. It's a blend that counts as one letter. Does anybody have a scansion yet for me? Oh, Jenna, tell me what you've got.
Is it dactyl, dactyl, spondy, spondy?
Jenna says dactyl, dactyl, spondy, spondy. Yeah, that's what I got. In loca plena metus qui UC noc te venires. Notice the UC, this is a consonantal I, which means that it's really a J, so it sounds like the ya. It's not EUC, that would give you an extra syllable to make you beat your head against the wall when you're scanning. Any other questions on that line? Questions, comments? And you know, I feel like Ovid's doing this again with the whole dactyl in the beginning, and then this is the serious part. Metus qui UC, I ordered it, and now it's a spondy. It's a really serious thing he's laying on himself. I know, it's crazy. I love it. I don't know if you remember when we studied Virgil last year. When he wrote the Aeneid, he wrote 6 lines a day.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do this. You have to be really cool, and Ovid and Virgil are among the best, so that makes it fun.
Read that line out loud again to show like how they
Okay.
affect it.
In loca plena metus qui UC nocte venires. Now again, there's more than one way of reading it. That's the way I'm programmed. There is a large, there's a lot of Latin teachers say, no, you're supposed to do it the other way, where you emphasize the length more. In loca plena metus qui UC nocte venires. Like they try to keep the normal stress. If I were reading it like prose, I would just say, in loca plena metus qui UC nocte venires. So it's hard for me to do it that way. I think maybe I'll see if I can find a recording of somebody else reading it. But when I was at University of Michigan and I read it with the long mark being emphasized, the teachers never screamed at me. Okay, so there we are.